Okay, there's a doorbell. Very good. Okay, so let's see. There it pops up. Okay, so are we good to go?
No,
All right.
because you need to add treasure chest so I can spam it. I totally have points for this, and this is my plan.
Oh, yeah, my mistake. Okay, good. There we go. So that should be nice and laid out. And I do want to thank y'all for, working with me, goofing on time. Okay, so we got Quabbling, we got Treasure Chest. Good. And I do hope that everyone has had a good weekend so far. I know I have a recap on the screen, but reading is hard, so I don't know if anyone wants me to read or do it kind of thing.
I mean, I don't think reading it is that hard.
Oh, that's good news. Okay. So, now that the party has gone through the fancy schmancy portal, which is totally not a dark fountain, wink wonk, that's not important for later on. Um, what's the word? The party found themselves the members of sorry, of Arley, Ellie, and Fradham, alphabetically ordered, found themselves in a strange new place. Maybe not so strange immediately, as it just appears to be a a gray brick room with a spooky portal in the middle, and lots of gems scattered around the floors, like emeralds and sapphires and amethysts, and what appears to be a topaz on legs with a pog face.
Uh,
Did you just say a topaz on legs with a pog face?
Yeah, there it is. I mean, I guess it's not
I
that
guess you
clear.
could say that's really poggers.
And it says, "Wow, what a
wow,
wow!" Are they gonna go wow back and forth?
wow, 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 wow.
Wow, wow! What are you three supposed to be? Ooh, popcorn. Notices that popcorn in Alien's hand.
Len is shaking excitedly.
Let me see if we can. Gems, 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 like that. Also, I don't know if on the other side of the portal appears to be a map, perhaps the map that Fram threw in. And
Does it sing I'm the map?
you know what? For copyright reasons, it can't.
Okay, I'm gonna sing it.
Soy map, soy map, soy map. Oh, soy map. No, that's. I'm pretty sure that there's a different fruit map in Spanish. And good morning, Ryan, and how do you do? Does anyone want to interact with the topaz or the map, or look around, or jump back in the portal, or anything?
I would like to ask him something.
Yes.
Well, good day, dear Mr. Topaz over here. I would just like to ask you, are you in any way, shape, or form affiliated with these gems, or do you know if anyone else is?
Do you mean these little buddies that are just on the ground all around, just scattered?
Precisely.
Well, I guess you could say they used to be buddies, but they've let's see. Can I actually use the tablet? I so like use the tablet to draw the thing. It makes like it makes like a little crease in its crystal structure. Little worried eyebrows. Well, they used to be friends, but they had a little accident, so now they're a little all over the place and kind of
Oh
dead.
no.
Wait, should we help them come back together?
We tried that, but unfortunately, this is the best we could do. If you can do some sort of necromancy to like resurrect them or reanimate them, that'd be great. But otherwise, I think this is their burial ground in a way. Which I just started this off really dark. I did not expect. I am so sorry. That was not.
I just I just look at Shredder and just like, and I just go, I, I think this is the first time I've seen any sort of talking gem.
Don't worry, you'll get used to it. I mean, you saw the essential thing that is a talking playing card before.
Well, that's right. Back in the
Yes,
town.
I guess this day is just getting weirder and weirder. Arlie says I'm all trying not to implode from the absurdness of seeing a playing card and now a gem talk.
Oh, it's
Things
gonna
that he
get.
knows that shouldn't be alive.
I feel bad for Arla. It's gonna get weirder and weirder as this goes on.
And Alien is
Yes.
currently trying to resist herself from just picking up everyone, including the topaz.
Just imagine, like, hey, I'm not a huggy person. It's just aliens approaching, and the topaz says, "Hey, I'm not a huggy person." I don't know why this could
Also
be.
big.
Yes,
Don't we have to roll for money?
I figured you do it when you get to the shop and actually reach through your pockets.
Oh, I thought you forgot about it. That's why I said it.
That's a good point, and I do thank you for checking to be safe. Honestly, it's up to y'all if you want to roll for like just fuggling through your pockets and wondering like, when did my marbles become dollar bills, or if you want to do it when it actually becomes relevant, because I don't know if anyone's actually happy with the shop.
I will.
I'm gonna roll a perception check on the total mass of the gems in this room.
Sounds good. Let me get open the thing. Let me scoot up the game log. Whoop.
18.
All right. I'm gonna say there are, with my coffee and slide map. Let's say aliens can perceive a total of. Let's see. We have emeralds. I don't have a. I do have a purple. I do have purple dice. I just the only purple die I have in here is either a D4 or a D20. So I think it might be a little excessive for how many amethysts that alien could pick up. But well, why not?
We could
That's
halve it.
yeah, good
Something
idea.
along the lines.
That's a good idea. Thank you, Corsia. So we'll say we'll roll a D, effectively a D10. Why is my D10 in here? That's really weird. And a D10 for the sapphires, and
I beg
then
your face is behind the D&D Beyond screen.
I know I'm shy.
Oh.
So let's roll these dice and determine how many emeralds, amethysts, and sapphires Ellie can perceive from here. Well, mine divided by 10 for the amethyst. That's 7 emeralds, 7 sapphires, and 17 minus so it'll be 8.5. I'm gonna be stingy and say like 8 amethysts.
That's fair.
Okay.
7,
I have a
7, and 8.
question.
Yes.
Do I perceive Alien doing this look around and probably getting twinkly eyes?
Counting up the gems.
I would say that even the topaz is like, hey, that's kind of a weird look. Are you actually a necromancer, like some sort of experiment person?
No, I'm not a necromancer. I'm just very good at holding on to gems.
Oh, okay. Well, that sounds innocent enough. What is?
And I walk over to the topaz and whisper, she's kinda greedy.
Uh-oh.
What do you mean greedy? I heard that.
No, you didn't. You had nothing.
Roll for deception.
Actually, I feel like Alien should roll for perception, but
Well, she did. That's why
no,
she
I
got.
mean for hearing me, not for looking around.
Oh, okay.
I mean 12, so I guess I overheard you talking, but not about what.
Yeah, that sounds about right. Might still have heart.
Yay!
Heard you talking trash about me, Fred.
Uh-oh.
So what do you say, Mr. Topaz? I think that someone should, hold on to those gems until they are able to be brought back.
I
Beg
would
your
like.
OBS stream ended.
What?
OBS stream is ending.
Yikes! Thank you for catching that. That is very strange. I'll fix that now. Clip Studio. There we go. How's that?
Good.
Okay. So let's say, please ignore the little fins in the top, and I'll have Alien with. I never quite. I don't know why I keep drawing Alien with different hairstyles each time.
She just changes them a lot because it's not very comfortable having long hair without a comb.
That's a good point. Also, I gotta remember to also keep in mind the Dark World efforts you sent. Jevelize.
Uh-oh.
Hmm?
She's just kind of reaching over, or kind of rubbing her hands together, maybe, or there's a little thinking face saying these things. And the topaz is like, I gotta remember how to draw the gauntlet. And the topaz looks kind of spooked. Like, I'm gonna just totally steal something from the other story, from the other Fratum story. Like, that's kind of nice, but I feel like maybe they're okay here.
Are they not cold?
Well, we're rocks. It's always cold here. Like if you feel
I
warm
mean, if you subject them to the elements, they are very susceptible to erosion and other outside sort of influences.
And then look at all of them and just go, well, I mean, The Topaz is right. He has a rock solid argument.
Oh, Marcus, quick question. Would Arlie have the samurai helmet or just the flowing hair from the two pictures you sent me? Or neither?
He just has flowing. He doesn't. He's not a samurai. He wouldn't have a samurai helmet.
Just making sure. Okay, so give him the and fluffy fractures, I guess.
Alien, but the argument with the elements applies to you as well. If I were to set you on fire, you would also not like it.
Well, yes, and so they probably don't like being here. They could also be, comfortably in my bag.
You can also be comfortably here.
I mean, the funny prince is right.
Prince where?
Aren't you the son of the Dreamer fam? Aren't you one of the Dreamer clan?
Wait, wow!
Just get a
Wait, was that in character?
yes. The Topaz at least thinks that Fradim is related to Monster King and Monster Queen because he looks, he's Topaz. Yeah, the Topaz thinks that Fradim is one of those Monster Kings and Queens. Oh, Jen's got
That
folks.
is correct, and Marcus is getting visitors.
Oh, that's on Marcus' side. Oopsie.
I didn't
How
know
did you
Fradim
know
was
that?
from a high family.
He's a Fire Emblem character.
I mean, technically, I also helped Lancer rule over the Card Kingdom, so maybe I'm a double prince? This is weird. It doesn't matter. I don't care
Yes.
about it.
So, yes. So, I've learned now that Fradim is now part of the royal family. Oh boy.
Which royal family? Who cares? He's royalty.
Yes, he's royalty. Well, then I must apologize for my rudeness, Your Highness.
Why are you calling me Your Highness? This is making me feel weird.
Are you not? Are you not?
Are you not?
Everyone's just
I
gonna
mean,
call you
I may be technically, but I neither feel like it nor do I really think that I should be told as such. I'm just a random dude, like I told another person.
Peasant King. Let me ask you this: would you have any exception to, Jana? Would you have any exception for Lancer popping out of the pocket now?
No.
Okay, good. So Lancer's gonna, as soon as I finish fixing the nose, and Lancer goes, "Wow, Fadim!" Wait, does he sound like a doggy or like a funny gremlin? I forget.
Woof. A funny gremlin.
Wow, Fradim, I didn't know you were royalty. I thought you were just a cool dude. He just pops out and just forms as himself, and I keep forgetting how stubby his arms really are, so I gotta remember to keep that in check. Because I don't know if I showed you. I tried to draw a Mecha Lancer, and he just turned into Robotnik or a Doraemon character. Yeah, Fradim, cool. He's got long legs for some reason.
He grew up.
So yeah, the Topaz is very confused. He says, "Are you all, hey, I mean, y'all can keep chatting and having conversations about yourself, but if you're really royalty and you don't feel like it, maybe we should introduce you to the queen. She's gonna be a princess. She's gonna be around nearby. It's up to you if you want to just futz around here. But it's really weird to have visitors and not know what's going on."
I mean, if I don't know if we should clear up the things with our overexcited individual first before we meet any royalty.
Shifty eyes, not the XC.
I rolled 18 on stealth, so they didn't notice me slipping one gem into my pocket.
Wait, did you really roll for that, or just being silly? Oh, I see. Yes.
Silvery barbs.
I thought you did. I thought Freedom hasn't rested since you used that last time, or is it a cantrip? I forget. I'm sorry.
I'll roll.
I mean,
I'll just roll perception, just so that I can see, just so that because Harley would be very curious.
No, I'm fine. Joking. Also, I can cast it technically 4 times a day.
24. Oh
Wow.
boy.
I'm not. No, I didn't see it. No. Drop the gem back.
No, I just see it, and I just silently keep quiet.
The gem is actually. I'm gonna, I'm
Okay,
gonna roll.
perception if I noticed that Arle was perceived. No, I did not notice.
Oh,
Fuck. So I just take the gem.
dang, this is getting very meta. I'm also gonna have to die roll perception die. It got a 9, so it didn't see it. Wait, yeah, wait, no, that was not push to 1. 9, 9, 9, 9. I rolled a 9, but then I pushed it to 1. Whatever, that didn't perceive anything. It
Yes.
just has a very I don't want to be rude to visitors, but I feel like maybe I really should introduce you to the queen. Y'all mind? I'd say y'all mind following me, but as you'll see, I'm kind of stuck to the ground. So can you just like take the stairs and go up, maybe, and someone will meet you up there. I'll just call
Wait,
up.
what if we carry you with us?
Uh,
If you want that, of course.
it's tempting, but it's my job to guard the portal, and also guard the dead friends. I'm the gate.
Ah,
You could say I'm the gatekeeper.
do-do-do. Well, that is very acceptable. Alien, if you don't mind going first, and I'll be behind you, so you don't, accidentally stumble over anything and it slips into your pockets.
Okay, hold on a second.
Yeah. I'm gonna roll to see if that
20. So he definitely didn't notice me dropping the gem back on the ground. Let's go.
Nothing unusual here. Uh, it doesn't really matter which stairs you take, but how does anyone feel about if Lancer's here? I don't know if you want another Lancer. I mean, annoying. Uh,
Annoying, excuse me.
oh, sorry. Energetic ally following around.
Yes, I mean, I don't mind having extra NPCs.
Okay. So, does anyone else have an objection to extra NPCs? I'm just gonna have the map, and you can always just say map shove off, and the map kind of just floats around the area as if carried by a wind that isn't even there, and just lands boop next to the party, unless anyone wants to try and catch it ahead of time. And
Yes.
okay, then I would like you to roll for acrobatics, or to be sleight of hand to
Okay.
catch something.
Well, it's all +1, so it doesn't matter. I rolled a natural 20.
Impressive, and please let you know that whatever Fradham was thinking, just the map just kind of almost meets his hand as if it was attracted to it, or just Fradham just very dexterous. Good thing the portal is shutting down and isn't gonna suck anyone in if they get caught in it. Whoopsie.
The entire world collapses.
Oh no, that doesn't happen till later.
Wait a second.
I mean, and the portal just kind of ooh. Can I actually do this right? No.
Hey, look, guys, I found a map.
Map kind of moves. It's the picture of the a river on the map goes. You sure did.
Wow! Spooky.
Hey, what kind of voice?
Hello!
What kind of voice do you think the map should have?
That's a good question.
You don't have any preference or ideas? Other than gonna make
Okay,
it
Alien is all gems and shit, but that already spooks even her.
Jan was right. I should not have just made. I should have just given the map eyes and a mouth and not landmarks as its face. Why, it's my beautiful face. It's what my creator gave me.
Does the world change as well, or you just talk like that?
Don't worry about it, buddy.
This is mildly concerning.
Life is but a
Anyways.
game. Row merrily down this. Oh, how's it go again?
Wait a second, that sounds familiar.
Row your boat. I mean,
I might have to roll some Arcana to try to conjure some copium because this is insane.
I would like to give Alien
God.
advantage.
Please do.
I rolled 8.
With advantage?
Oh, without advantage. Okay, with advantage. Let's see.
Here it goes.
I think the creation of copium has been successful.
Okay, you can now add one custom item to your inventory. It's copium. You can add one copium. There we go.
What's its properties?
I mean, it doesn't have much properties. It's somewhat like a consumable item that can sort of like seize your panic. It can just calm you down for a moment.
I mean, that's a really great item. We should have everyone who's fighting eldritch horrors and traveling dimension should have that.
Just breathes in a
No,
little bit of
just close your
copium.
eyes and Pretend they don't exist.
Actually, I'm gonna put myself on back on the other side because this is. I thought it'd be funny to have me hiding underneath, but it's not as funny as I thought. That's okay. So the maps. It's gonna be okay with the map. That's right, buddy. I'm okay. It's gonna be okay.
Everything is going to be just fine. Nothing is ever going wrong. Haha.
By the way, I think when I think I got here, I came with a visit. I came with a roommate or a fellow passenger. But I don't see many here around anymore. There's a Ruby.
I mean, if you ever see someone that looks remotely like your fellow passenger friend buddy, then you can tell us and we can bring you to him.
That's a good idea. Thanks. Hey, can I come along for your adventure? By the way, I don't know if you're gonna be here long, but that portal stopped, and I don't.
Yes.
Oh, thank you. Deltarune party join sound because Mappy joined her. And so the party. I'm just gonna have to add this to the tokens. We got a Mappy token. We got a Lancer token, which I probably should have had from last time. I'll just put a spade for now.
While this is happening, I would like to walk over to Arle.
I noticed
Arle.
that I'm approaching. Yeah, what's up?
Would you like to join the Lancer fan club?
I mean, well, to be a fan of someone, I would have to know them first. So why don't you start by giving me a rundown?
All right, Lancer, shoot it.
Okay.
I mean, don't shoot.
Shoot.
Talk it.
Okay, I'm gonna shoot. Okay, friend, buddy, I'm gonna shoot it. And France. The entire country of France shows up dressed like Lancer. No, that's not France flag. And Lancer reaches into his pocket and somehow pulls out his motorcycle, or at least a tiny version of the motorcycle. And he holds it up for Arlie to see. Please excuse the ghost of Lancer. There we go. He just holds up what looks like, like a die-cast motorcycle, the kind you could get at a drugstore.
This is our membership bonus or something.
That's right. That's right. Wait, would Lancer know what a fox is, or a squirrel, or whatever?
No.
Okay. That's right, my funny-eared friend. That's right, my funny-eared friend. If you join today, you can get this sweet hard miniature play size.
I'll admit, I've not seen anything like that. But, tell me more about yourself first, Lancer.
I'm the baddest guy. I'm a bad guy, but I'm also a good guy when I gotta be. I'm a bad guy, but I'm a nice guy. I'm your friend. I'm your buddy. And I'm the king of the
you're
card
a bad
castle.
guy, but you're not bad guy.
That's right. And I'm not. I am bad, and that is good. Also, I rule my.
That is fair.
Opposing philosophies attract each other somehow. I don't think that's how the saying goes, but I'll work with it.
Yeah. For what it's worth, he shows up, he pulls out a card, and it says King. I'm the king. King.
So you're royalty. Well, I apologize then, your highness.
There's something kind of suspicious about his words.
Perception, or was it persuasion?
Insight.
I believe that, yes, insight. Thank you, Jenna. Insight is for truth detecting if a person believes their own words.
Unfortunately, for this time, Arley seems to have no reason to doubt.
Dang, that's impressive.
We gotta be careful. Prepare your 2 of clubs in case he needs some clubbing.
And then Alien pulls out the jack of clubs.
Oh, surprise! It's Lancer again, but this time round.
But no,
I'm sure that exists in some. Ayo.
It does.
It's up to Arley and possibly Alien whether to join the Lancer fan club.
I look at Janlin and just go, I don't have to pay anything for this, right? I'm sorry, Fradham.
What?
Fradham.
No. Do I look like I'm a cashier?
You turn to.
You never know. You never know with these kind of things. I'll tell you a story. All right, back in the Sakura Empire, you really have to be careful with these kind of things because let's just say, uh, some establishments are less than stellar, especially when you win.
Well, I can promise you upon the tastiness of Lancer cookies that I will not charge you for anything.
And then
Unless you give me,
my ears.
unless you say something like "I promise," then I may charge for your honesty.
I then had my ears perk up, and I just go cookies. Did you just say cookies?
Oh yeah, Lancer and I make cookies. I don't know if I have any of them with me. Do I have any of them with me?
Uh, Lancer has some cookies. How about that?
Yeah.
And Lancer sprouts a third.
Well,
So I don't know how to feel.
would you like a trade?
I mean, I believe we would just give you the cookies for free, anyways, because you're our friend.
Benefit.
I know, but as a friend as well, I gotta say that if I were to try cookies, I should also let you try some on my food.
Ooh, absolutely. Alien, are you going to participate in this as well?
She just.
I don't know. This Lancer guy doesn't seem very much like my type, to be honest.
Oh, I'm everybody's type. I'm just the best. I'm everyone's friend. I'm everyone's.
Are you a
I think-
gem?
Oh, okay, no.
He's a card.
I'm a gem in
Glad
your
we understand each other.
But he's a gem. He's a treasure.
He's a treasure to have as a friend.
So I don't know how to feel about.
I then
dancing.
produce a bag of dried cookies of several assorted colors and shape, and I just pointed as I say, this is Chinsuko. Chinsuko is sweet from my country.
Say that on
Wait,
Wait, how do you say this? Shinsuko?
No, Chinsuko.
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 Look, I should write this out so that I don't know.
As a note, I'm saying it wrong on purpose.
Chin as in Trin and Suko. Su.
Ah, Chinsuko.
Yes. It is a traditional Japanese sweet that is, or a traditional, a traditional Sakuran Empire sweet that is made from that is very similar to cookies, but they're instead of the regular flavors, we have a sweet potato and coconut mango.
I have no idea what a coconut mango is, but it sounds delicious.
Oh, it is absolutely sweet and creamy, and it is delightful.
This is a food stream now.
Well, you've got yourself a deal.
I then hand over the bag of cookies in exchange for Lancer's cookies.
Whoopsie. Sorry.
I would like to give one of the cookies to Alien.
That's very sweet.
Wait, what? Why?
What's happening?
Because I think you would enjoy new culinary experiences.
I mean, I guess.
Trade, cookie trade.
I
And
carefully
then we
take
can-
a bite.
Yeah. I would like to take a bite as well.
It's cookies. Everyone gets Shinchuko. Also, handsome Arle is freaking me out now.
Handsome Arlie.
I don't know. Actually, I'm gonna
Rude.
bring it back to where when his eyes were closed and he was bowing because I think he'll appreciate that. As long as I don't break the whole system. There it is. There he is. He's so suave.
Nom 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 nom. How does the cookie taste like?
Yeah, I'm curious as well.
It's sweet and buttery, right? With tropical flavors. I mean, it's up to Marcus if he wants to describe the flavors or something or the sensations.
Yeah.
Or if you like, I don't know, have y'all had what sounds like pina coladas but dried out?
I
I don't
haven't.
think I have.
Have you ever had coconut?
No.
I only had copium.
Imagine something that kind of tastes like brown. I would say it tastes kind of like brown sugar with a little butter, and it has a very meaty mouth feel. So
It's
That sounds
also
kind of weird.
it's also pretty creamy. It's sweet and creamy.
oh, that's a very good point. And yeah, coconut in itself is a very acquired taste, I would say. Um, but sweet and creamy coconut, and with pineapple, that does sound very fruity, a little tart.
I want it now.
And then we got on a plane.
But
Everyone,
regardless of how it tastes like, I'm gonna have Fredham say, "Wow, this is the best food ever." Trademark. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
he's just got a lust for life. He just likes everything, and this makes for answer
It's
this
either that or he's just trying not to be rude.
well for deception and charisma and and
Well,
lancers.
deception. Well, either way, sweet potatoes are definitely tasty.
Oh, absolutely. Also an acquired taste. The
Why does it
tope.
look like Lancer has Timmy Turner teeth?
Yes, he does. Oh,
I'm sorry, what?
Lancer Spade was an average dark nerd that no one understood because he mumbles.
Hmm.
And his dad was a bad guy.
Dun dun dun.
I don't know. His queen's a computer. His mom's a computer. I don't know how that works.
Arguably.
Yeah, that's a detour. I mean, that's a tangent. The topaz looks over, say, I don't eat food, but that whoopsie. I don't eat food, but that stuff looks pretty good.
Well, maybe if you don't need food, can you still eat it?
No. And
Oh.
the topaz kind of opens its mouth, or like its mouth shifts, but it's easy to see. It just kind of ends in a flat space, almost like, how's it even making sound?
Well, I mean, we do also have a rock candy,
Oh.
or as we say, competo.
Sure it is. Lancer, Arley was woke and then he said, Conpetto?
Mm-hmm.
Spell this right. I hope Fred messes up the pronunciation of that.
So it's like a competition with pets? Or is it like a con man with pets? That could also work.
Con man, that sounds almost like Dogman Sings. If Helene is going to do anything like try and sneak more gems when everyone is talking.
I mean, are there any?
There's still the same bunch around, but the topaz is kind of like
Hmm.
watching it. The topaz is kind of shifting its eyes at everyone, just watching, wary like.
I
Kind of.
mean, I do still technically value life and whatnot, so the fact that they are technically alive, if you speak completely technically and just technically and nothing else, Alien is just sort of accepted the fact that those gems are not to be touched.
Sense, and it's very respect.
Hooray!
Keep using the dice ball as a coaster.
Wait, what were we supposed to do before we got on the eating? Were we supposed to
Introduce
meet someone?
yourselves to the princess.
Oh yeah. Why is there a coffee mug?
Because it's my coaster now instead of the dice ball.
Well played.
Oh yeah, wait.
Oh,
In the dark
And it just
world, do we have our own outfits?
sure do.
Remember,
And I briefly attempted to.
remember.
Yeah.
Hmm?
Well, what am I remembering?
I remember Janlin mentioning something about the dark world having their own outfits or something similar.
good memory.
Yeah, everyone gets new outfits.
And that is partially why I tried to like draw.
Are we wearing it?
Yes.
Are we wearing it already, or do we need to do something in order to get it?
You wear it automatically.
I tried to draw Arley kind of like wearing the kimono with the hood thing and the hair and the top not going back, but it's hard to see. Also, just Jen.
Quickly, Beck, you need to describe the wearings.
Look, I'm gonna pass it on to the players so they can be involved. It's up to you though if you prefer I describe it or if y'all want to have a go at it. But also say like.
Also, Potato redeemed the chaotic sickness.
Oh, he did. Oh, I'm terribly sorry, Potato. I'm still a little out of it. So let me take a look.
And I redeemed the treasure chest.
You did. Thank you for telling me. So I'm gonna. Oh, I don't have the queue open. That's why I didn't see it. Also, that's also a factor. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna say, and if the party members look down, they would notice that their outfits have changed. No longer are they decked in the armor, the swashbuckling gear, and elven armor of the Air Genasi Temple, but instead decked in kimonos and a sort of decorative ceremonial armor. And it is up to the party, or if they want, I can do it, to describe the stuff in more detail. And then
But
something.
I don't know how to describe it.
Well. First, I look. First, Arley looks around. Arley then notices that something feels a little off, and then realizes, "Hey, wait a minute! We aren't wearing our regular outfits." Immediately, look at yourself. You aren't. I don't think that's what you were wearing today, unless my memory has failed me, and I'm turning into a senile old man.
And
I mean, I'm not exactly wearing gems, so I didn't really pay attention to it.
Freedom gives a very smug grin as the party talks about this.
Did you have something to do with this?
And no, I don't. It's something normal in the dark world.
Normal?
And I knew of this, so having you discover it is kind of funny. I mean, oh yeah, it is normal. I mean, I don't know if you can change back to your normal. What?
Normal to you, maybe.
I mean, if you want to, you can maybe try and change your clothes. I don't know if you can do that, but
how does that work?
Guess you could try to remove it. I don't know if I don't think it's glued to everyone.
Mm-hmm.
But
the most important thing that Arley immediately checked for his the twin tantos that were made specially for him.
Fortunately, the twin tantos are still present on Arley's body. However, something about them feels a little out of place here, like a cursed weapon from another dimension.
What?
Like they don't belong here. Not like they're gonna hurt Arley. Just like, oh, I feel like I should not be holding and wielding this in this realm. Which is weird, because they're part of his person.
Immediately, Arley also checks the ribbons to make sure that they're still sealed.
They are indeed still sealed. No tampering here.
Arley then lets out a sigh of relief and just goes, "Would be useful to know that."
I mean, I guess that is true. Although I didn't know that with the items, at least, because you look kind of like something maybe wrong. Mainly because I didn't have any items. I mean,
Lancer says,
you might find that, those are some very scary looking weapons, even just with the containers on. But I don't think you're gonna need them here. I don't think it's gonna be an issue, But they're very pretty.
I didn't correct Lancer. I say, these aren't weapons. These are gifts that my master has provided to me, and they mean a lot to me.
Like an heirloom.
They are. It is more than just a heirloom. It is my master's life work.
I'm sorry.
And he has passed it on to me before I left my home country. And met these two friends here. So I would appreciate if you did not call them weapons, because that is not their purpose. It is not their purpose to be used. And if they had to be used, then it is only as a last resort.
See,
Wait,
you deny your weapon its purpose. Anyways,
actually,
That's
what do you want us to refer them as?
Master's
Hmm?
work.
And what do you want us to refer them as to? What do you want us to call them?
Well, I guess you could call them. How would you put it? Mementos of a time long gone.
I don't know that word.
Of
What
memes.
the
Anyways,
hell?
memes.
Memento mori.
Surprise, Callie's
A
here.
reminder of the past. And
Mori? I feel like I've heard the name somewhere.
Well, yes, it is quite common over here in the Sakura Empire.
So what does it take for me to bring into the roleplay my Oshi?
Is that a real question?
Insert the Calliope Mori reference.
I mean, we've got Underworld, we might as well have Death itself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then surprise. Sup, bitches? No.
Then we roll a deck of we get a deck of many things, saying that the avatar of death shows up.
No, she's very busy. She wouldn't really, worry about Dark World much because not many people die here.
I mean, that's true. What you gotta do is you gotta do the Phantom's Dark Magic to bring to summon the essence of Mori.
What?
Get a doppel. It's the thing where like Fratum made a copy of Lancer in the town.
Oh yeah, but that was a wild magic effect.
Oh, whoopsie! I thought it was part of his infusion magic.
And now I would like to roll. I would like to eat a spicy leaf because you mentioned it.
Good idea. Okay, let me go. Let me get up the game log thing again. On your roll. In the meantime,
Where is it?
I don't know why I made.
I'm sure nothing bad will happen.
When you see this red ribbon here, I pointed the ribbons that secure the hilt of the katana to the sheath.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh, it's taking some time to load, so let's take a look.
You cast Leomund's tiny heart centered on yourself.
So does that mean Fratum is stuck in a tiny house?
Actually, I don't know how big it is. I need to check.
You check that. I will give. Silly thing. This is a tangent. This might sound silly. It feels good to not have to worry about the tactical map and just doodle what's happening as we go. It feels good to come back to that.
Okay, so it creates a dome with a radius of 10 feet around me, and it lasts for 8 hours.
Oh, he just has like a really big personal space.
Wait, does it move around with me?
I don't know. It sounds like it does. If it doesn't, then I guess Fratum's just gonna.
Well, it says here I can I can go through it, so I assume that it doesn't go with me.
Okay, so Fratum, there's just gonna be an annoying dog, in the. It's just the big heads. It's just gonna be a big bubble here where no one else really hangs out. Like, oh, well, I guess you can leave your bubble here. It's kind of weird and obstructive.
I mean, I didn't expect that to happen, considering every time I eat this thing, something else happens. But
Oh. Yeah,
I don't know how to remove it, anyways.
Yeah, this is a good face for Fred. He just goes, oh.
I want some chaos to happen, not this.
And it just looks like he's just had the Fred just looks like he just had the best Chinsuko ever.
Surprise! It's from the food.
Ellen looks a little confused, but then she just shrugs.
Okay.
I would like to walk up the stairs.
I didn't know. As I'm walking alongside, I just said, "You know the red ribbon that secures my weapon." It is actually more. It is actually in our culture. It is actually a sign that this weapon is not to be used for war.
Ah.
I just gotta put the YouTube big arrow and circle around it so you really see it.
It's a thumbnail. Dang, I better put this on all of my weapons. Wait, that means I have to put them on the needles.
I mean, it'll be very pretty, but also very confusing. You just put a little string around each of them.
But I have 1,000 of them.
Oh, that's gonna be a lot of string. That'd
That's
be
why I was saying.
maybe that'd be something good for the big notes.
Oh,
It might
it's the
be
map.
that might be something good to. Oh, that's right. The map is here. I forgot. I'm bad. It might be something good to show the enchanter, but for some reason he appears to be missing from the party.
Wait, isn't someone missing?
Hmm.
Like a guy with a big beard, a big brain, and a name I don't remember. No? Guess not.
Moving on. So to go up the stairs now. So now
Ouch.
I just want to check if Alien or Marcus, because another thing, have any other business with Topaz and the other just mess down here if they're ready to go up the stairs.
Well, for right now, Arley is just looking at his clothes and just wondering just what in the world is the material made of, because he sure as hell has never felt anything like it before.
Hmm.
I'm inspecting because that is quite a thing.
Roll an investigation check.
Will do.
Yes.
Oh, I was joking, but you know what? I'm curious where this is going to head.
Oh, so Elian has no idea.
Oh, did you roll?
Oh, that was intimidation. Never mind. There we go.
Intimidate those clothes.
So she halfway has some idea, I guess.
Okay. Seems to
And
take
it's a
some,
12.
it seems to take some time to. Oh, there I see. It's just a little. For some reason. Oh, it's a different insult check. It seems to have a little trouble loading on my side. So let me refresh my page of D&D Beyond, and hopefully that'll work.
We only see the 61.
Yeah. Oh, there we go. Okay, now I can see the investigation of 10 from Alien and 12 from Arlen. Nope. At least it doesn't seem like some horrifying sentient clothing mimic thing. Probably.
Heh.
Anyway.
And I realized that this armor is very similar to that of the Cero of us. Looks quite similar to ceremonial armor back in the Sakura Empire, and I just go, now this is something I did not expect.
It reminds me of home.
Then Fredem yells from up the stairs. You know, the theory is that the clothes are supposed to represent something about you, so it sure means something.
Just imagine Fredem peeking his head in through a hole in the ceiling kind of thing. Cat meme with the ceiling cat. Hey, this is a dangerous tangent question. Do any of you actually remember that one?
What?
Of a picture of a cat poking its head in through a ceiling and it says, a hole in the ceiling and it says ceiling cat is watching you.
I don't actually remember ever seeing a meme like that.
Oh my goodness, I am even older than I thought.
Boomer.
Hi, welcome to I'm a Tell Your Boom. And now
Wait a
This is
second,
my
it's just-
boomstick.
I wonder if we can get boomsticks here.
Wait a second, this is just the Deltron image.
Great. I guess I'll have to see it afterward, and then I can, so we can all have a good life.
I mean the one you drew, Beck.
Oh, you're right. Wait, where are you looking? Oh, this one. And there was a smartphone, and the smartphone was very scared. Actually, I think. Anyway, so as the party approaches, party ventures the stairs and finds themselves in what appears to be a humongous glass room. Hi, humongous. Let's see here. If I just switch the map, because that's at least one map that was more or less finished. Uh, why is it not displaying? Oh, this is why. Boop.
Oh,
Oh
Oh,
wait, yes, and one can actually see some of the floor underneath the portal room underneath the stairs. And let me see if I can make that nice and big, and get that shrunk. And for reference, the party is about the size of a little raccoon statue. Or I should say, where's the Arlington? There we go. Party is about the size of a small raccoon statue that can be seen from the stairway. And most of the place is kind of bare, but if one really looked around, it's a pretty big place with lots of little houses and imposters and carts and something fell from the sky. Again, I forgot. Things keep falling from the sky. And you know what we can say is a little bit of glass fell from the sky. Some of it just cracked, and ceiling of glass. Because if the party looked above, it would look kind of like floors and floors and floors of people walking on glass floors. Just you can see their feet, you can see them all above. It's kind of amazing that this isn't cracking under all the pressure, and it's very disorienting to see. Kind of like a hotel lot, a very fancy business place.
I didn't look at it. I just go, huh. I guess the people here. I guess people here don't really get suits for sexual harassment, do they?
Ah!
what?
I would like to bonk Arlie on the head.
That's a good idea. Rated M for
He's
mature.
spitting facts, though.
He was.
But this is a say-so stream.
Exactly. For what it's.
And he's pointing out the issues with this seasoness. If
Yes.
like, if he didn't, it would be just going on, and we couldn't do anything
Yes.
about it.
You're right. We can't just ignore this issue.
Well,
we have to bring
someone
it
needs
up.
a bit of a bonking, eh?
Is that Darren Sandstorm?
No. Wait, is it? Oh man, I'm music without even trying. I should try for that next time. But fortunately, all these people, they don't even seem to be wearing clothes. If they're wearing clothes, it's kind of hard to tell, but they kind of look like they're just statues and rock people, or just wearing pants. Either way, it's kind of weird, but still.
I would like to run up to the nearest NPC.
Okay, the nearest NPC is Raccoon. Whoop. Hello.
Wow.
Hello.
Hello. An individual in the lower section of this place said that we should meet up with some queen princess individual. Would you know where we would need to go to meet them?
That would be me, strangers. And then from a corner of from one side, wait a minute, how did I do this? Okay, so this is silly of me. I had it coded so stairs that kind of go up from the left to the right is going up, and the stairs that go down from the left to right is supposed to be going down. So really, the party should have been on this side, but that's okay. Still, I'm sorry. That's I can't even follow my own code, my own item legend.
Oh, no.
But yes, so from down the stairs is that would be me, strangers, and what appears to be a dragonborn with shining white scales kind of descends and approaches the party. She's a big lady. At least I think it's a lady because, this is one's wearing a dress, and I'm very unimaginative when I looked up beach dresses for women for inspiration for this. I didn't look up beach dresses for men or beach dresses for everyone. So that's on me. That's my fault. I was narrow-minded. And approaching the party appears to be big old dragonborn with shining white scales that are not showing up because I'm too lazy to do color in this, so please bear with me. And she's got like them not sultry, like tired looking eyes. I'm trying to think. Have you ever seen that My Little Pony show? The one that made the internet blow up years and years ago. She got like kind of droopy eyes. I mean, like one of the characters. I don't remember which one, but yeah.
Ah, I see.
Yeah.
Okay, I think I understand.
Okay, good. I just know they have
I
like
have
those
a question.
Yes.
Is this to scale?
No. This is no longer to scale.
Okay.
I'm sorry. She's not like, it's not like her head is bigger than the three characters combined. Um, she got like little golden horns on her nosy horns, like rhino horns, and her horns. And she has like a little smile. She says, "That would be me, strangers. I heard from the guard Topaz you have entered the domain of the Crystal Tower." Ooh. And she got like a nice little summer dress. I mean, a beach dress.
Yes. Would you know why we were supposed to be talking with you?
It is my duty to over. Doing this voice all the time. I'm not a good voice actor like Horsio, at least not for the feminine fem voices. I'm sorry.
What?
I'm not nearly as good at doing the female or feminine voices as you are. I'm in awe of your ability, Corsio.
Oh, this isn't even my final form.
I mean, to be fair, Beck, your natural voice is also deeper than Corsio's.
Yeah, not by
Yeah,
much.
curse is when I want to do some blacksmith characters and whatnot.
Okay. Everyone has just have a female blacksmith. The year is whatever. Anyone can be anything. Also, female
Are you
blacksmith.
looking to protect yourself or deal some damage?
There you go. He already does a voice as deep as mine. Wow.
Whoa.
My name is Beck. I'm a big boy. Okay, so and the princess in her fancy schmancy summer. I keep saying the fancy schmancy summer dress. I just want to go back to summer. No, I don't like summer.
The good dress.
Thank you, traveler. And she gives up Fradum a look like, "My, you seem strangely familiar. You wouldn't happen to be from the Ebony?" I don't know. That's like, she just looks very concerned and just says, burp, dragon noises.
Abba, baba, baba, baba.
Oh, and she bubba's back, and it kind of translates to, "So you are from the old blood." So you are from the old blood, and I just feel like Fradum is now a Fire Emblem character at this rate.
A what?
A Fire Emblem character, like a common hero and goofy fellow who's secretly a royalty, but doesn't really know it. And what do you three do here in my domain of the Crystal Tower, trademark pending? Also, she's like 8 feet tall. She's a big girl. Everyone died inside.
I mean, I'm just waiting for someone else to say something.
Oh, sorry.
So she's a dragon? Or
Yes.
sort of like that? Sort of
Yeah.
a... Alien looks at her excitedly.
Oh, and for what it's worth, also her scales kind of shine like crystals and gems, which is kind of weird to think about. But also, yay, dragons.
Goodness me, I haven't seen a creature like yourself yet.
There are not many of my kind around the worlds, especially not around these parts, but I found a home here, and I'm happy with it. My name is... Okay, let me look through my notes, because I picked a really fancy schmancy... what was the word? The dragon language in Skyrim?
Yes, pretty much. I mean, what were those things? I mean, there's Fusroda, of course. That is the one most known.
Yes,
But one was, for example, Sarfovan, I think, and such these names.
Already, you know a lot more offhand than I do. My name is Fusroda. No, I mean... what was it? Brina Waridkor. Ooh! But that actually is what I put down as her name. But you can just call me Werid, or where. And if you say, "Where are you?" And I'll say, "Yes, I am where. He who, I'm funny."
Haha, haha.
Hi, where? My name is Alien.
It is good to meet you, Ellen. And she extends a hand. Wow, that's very friendly for royalty. She extends a hand to Ellen, as if to shake it, if she wants to. It's no pressure.
And very gladly does, of course. Even though she has to, kind of look up and probably looks a little small.
Oh yes, this feels like what's the word? I think there's a picture of like a giant just offering one finger for a human to shake. Kind of feels like that, but not a little bit like that.
Alien, why do you feel uncomfortable with this size? I'm smaller than you.
I mean, I'm not necessarily
I'll
feeling uncomfortable. I do quite enjoy it, in fact.
Hmm.
wait, guys. Wait, guys. I'll be right back. I need to run to the loo.
Gotcha. Good
All
thing.
right.
Somehow I feel like this stream is bordering a not say so, or it's just
Yes,
fulfilling.
absolutely.
It's fulfilling certain desires. I'm sorry. On one hand, I'm sorry, but also pleased, which is terrible. Now I deserve a bonking, so I'm gonna give myself a bonking.
Well, someone needs a bit of a bonking, eh?
Thank you, Brandon.
I'm just pleasantly amused with a being that I have never seen before. What do you mean?
And that is perfectly understandable, my child. No, I must say I've not seen
Cozy.
many of your what?
Cozy.
Cozy. I've not seen many of your kind either.
Well, Air Genasi don't really make their way down here very often. I would dare say even to be the first one.
Oh, and she gives like big, what's the word? Big googly eyes and face. I guess not a pog exactly, but surprise. Like, oh my goodness, I've only heard Legends of Air Genasi. No, wait. She gives like a little thunking face. I just do like the undertail quickly shifting the eyes and mouth. Hmm. I think I met an Air Genasi once long ago. A little derpy face. I'm gonna have her roll a history check. +4 because she has to know these kinds of things. So let me get this big. This will
Hmm?
determine whether she is aware of at least a monk, an older monk that might be familiar to Elian, if their history checks me. That's an 11. And she mentions a name that sounds like it might be sort of like a Air Genasi style name, but it's not immediately familiar to Elian, not unless Elian did some digging into her own knowledge and memory.
Okay, let me try to history check myself.
Can I give Alien advantage again?
Yes, you can give Elian advantage on this. Give her the big brain time.
Yay.
That is 19.
That's pretty good. Then I must say, uh, the pronunciation sounds a little wrong, but there's a very good chance that this dragon may have known a previous master of the temple, or like a head monk.
But I'll certainly not point out that she's pronouncing it wrong because people don't like that.
Yeah.
So I'll deep dive down into my memory of the things that I was trying to forget. But I do remember the name, seeing it somewhere in the books and over all the materials and being taught about the master.
My
So I'm
good. Sorry.
kind of unsure how to react to being known about sort of my race and such. I would like to ask here or there. I would like to ask there a little bit about her heritage.
Very good. While my own history is clouded in while my own heritage is shrouded in mystery, possible deception, I will say that I'm not native to this world, but they have welcomed me among their own. Also kind of also kind of feeling kind of sussy about that one.
Insight.
Yeah, go for it. And she's gonna roll deception with advantage because she's a very crafty dragon. Ooh. That's a 1 and a 9. But she's also
I
very
rolled a
charismatic.
14.
Let's see, 9 plus 4 would be 13. Yeah, it's success. Sorry, 9 plus 4 would be 13, so success. So Fradim at least is aware that she's not being entirely honest. And it's up to whether to interrupt or just hold that information for now. And I have, what's the word? Holding the tablet upside down. What was I saying? Oh, right. And while my own history and lineage is shrouded in mystery, I will say that the people of this realm have welcomed me as one of their own, and thus I and my sister see that things are peaceful and harmonious here.
I would like
Well,
to
that is
poke
very
her
noble.
arm.
What?
No, you can.
You can go ahead. My thinking wait, hopefully.
Okay. I would like to poke her arm.
Poke her arm. And she goes,
Not
yes.
harshly, just softly.
Oh, sorry. Let me try that again then with a softer pencil, with a softer tool. Poke. How's that? And she gives a soft look, like while still holding on to Eileen's hand, and it's all warm and kind of, but also kind of bumpy. It's like, yes.
I don't want to sound rude, but I feel like you're missing out either some details or maybe you're just unwilling to say it.
She gives a small smile and a small chuckle that I cannot. Can I do what's? Oh, that sounds terrible and phony, which is perfect for a politician. I mean,
Are you sure, Adam? She seems so nice.
I mean, I've just got this unknown feeling that something that I don't know. Either she's not wanting to say something, which I would be totally okay with. She just has to say it, or uh, I don't know, something else.
I mean, you get this utmost feeling that I'm a gem-infused maniac, and that doesn't have to, necessarily be true.
Yes, absolutely. Nothing is true about that.
he gives a warm smile and says, "You must understand, as we're all still strangers with one another. I won't be sharing every small detail, but I must commend you, little prince, about your perception. I must be very careful with you because I'm sure nothing will get past you, little detective." If she could put
Well,
her
Miss
word.
Ware, it is understandable that you don't find us necessarily trustworthy right off the bat, but would perhaps a little gift help you sort of, understand that we have no ill intentions?
I'm sure of it. What do you offer?
This sounds like bribery.
This isn't bribery. I wouldn't share my gems as a pure bribery. That is not a noble enough intent for my gems to be used. So, therefore, I have a little bit of a question. What sort of a gems do you prefer? If you have any preference, of course.
If you look around, you'll see that this world is populated by gems and other creatures that uh, you might not call them creatures immediately, but you'll see soon they are sentient and have lives, hopes, and dreams. But it's curious you mention this because who wants a bit of fancy schmancy ridiculous world building
Me.
and Lord? Okay, Eileen, do you want some too?
Absolutely. I'm
Okay.
curious.
Oh, thank you. It's curious because you may notice not every gem and rock that comes here becomes a life form. And she kind of shifts her eyes towards someone in the distance, which looks like if you could take a statue made of what's a gem? What's an orange gem? Is amber considered a gem? I know it's.
I don't
I,
know. Just say it
Sorry
is.
about that. I'm
okay.
back.
Welcome back. You're just in time for it's gonna give
Exposition dump.
yeah, exposition. There's like it appears to be a statue made of amber, but it's kind of just walking in the background and kind of doing like a little power jog. It's kind of funny to watch.
That would suggest that somewhere along here are fossilized trees.
You would think so, but this friend of ours, let's give him a random Egyptian name that I can't think of. So I'm not gonna give him one. I'm sorry. Uh, started came here as but a rock, just a little, and she kind of just blinks, and you can see in her eyes there's like little orange circles. And then she blinks again, and they're gone. And why did I draw them there? I'll draw them here. And her eyes kind of turn to orange circles and say, good afternoon, Red, and how do you do?" And the image of an orange circle disappears from her eyes. And she says, "But over time, our friend here grew into what appears to be uh, a humanoid structure, still a gem at his core, but alive. I don't know if he could ever leave here now, not without reverting back to his original state of just a jewel."
Well, maybe I can gift you one such vessel from the world above.
In the distance, one can actually hear uh, hear something and see what appears to be a red flicker shouting and threatening other denizens, such as what appear to be gigantic stone golems and a green fairy that seems to be covered with shambling moss. And just
Runs
shouting and.
over.
What?
I would like to run over there immediately.
Yeah, run over there immediately. And Fradham just yeets over to where the noise is coming from. So that didn't work right. Try again. There. It just boop, just in screen.
I don't know why. Like this looks like Freedom is a quadruped.
Yeah, do. I blame the like subtitles. I'll fix that. And to quickly summarize for, I'm sorry, I forgot to summarize for Marcus. The party talked to a raccoon statue, and met a crystal dragon who seems to be kind, but is clearly hiding some things about what she does here and her own lineage. And apparently, some gems and inanimate objects that come to this world, they just stay as inanimate objects. Some of them actually become people, sort of, and evolve into more humanoid or different structures. And the dragon lady is not from around here. Also, she's 8 feet tall, and she has very nice handshakes. Awooga. I mean, uwu. Does that sound good?
Does, absolutely. She's pretty friend-shaped.
Pretty friend-shaped. And let us see here. And with Arley, before I get to Fradum being a vigilante, Marcus, do you want Fradum to do and Fred, do you want Arley to do anything at this time, or to talk to the dragon lady?
Well, Arlie does talk to the dragon lady because, well, he is very how do you call it, curious, and at the same time he wants to learn more about this strange world that he has found himself in.
Goodness, I have not. And she immediately notices the fox ears. Does I should have asked? I'm sorry. Does Arley have his fox ears exposed, or are they hidden for now?
They're fully exposed.
My goodness! Oh, should make us scared. Not too scary. Also, I do want to note that it's
And his tail is also exposed because, unlike his usual rogue outfit, he is not wearing his hood, and nor does he have anything that is actually covering his tail.
It's good to know. Thank you. And I'm gonna have her roll for Arcana. So let me hide the game log. And she's very smart. So I'm gonna give her a intelligence. She has intelligence of 20. So I'm gonna give her a +5 on this roll. Ooh, I'm so cheating. Also, she's a dragon. Whoops, that just
Yeah,
missed entirely.
I guess you could say that she's dragging these nuts all over.
Bonk. Gross. Also, that's a 10. So she only rolls a fit. Whoopsie, 15. So I don't know. Do you think like a Arcana? No, sorry, Arcana. A history of 15 would be knowledge of Kitsune, Marcus?
I mean, to be fair, I don't know whether Kitsune exists in the underworld or not, or in the dark worlds,
Nah, but
or
she's not.
whether Yeah, but I also don't know whether Fradden, this one would actually be on Janlin because I don't know if the Dark Worlds would have visitors occasionally from the so-called our
No.
dimension, our normal dimension.
Oh
Oh,
no.
okay.
No, then
Also, why
chances
is
are
Marcus's PNG behind mine?
Where? Oh,
In,
that was.
in, in,
I do not know why. So thank you for catching. I don't know why it shrunk. Um, you know what? This is gonna be spoilers, but this might be a hint of spoilers. But if Dark World Darkeners would not really know about this kind of stuff, then she's not gonna know about it. So we'll say that nah. She's like, my goodness, I have only seen pictures of creatures like you, and we have maybe one fox around here. And she points with her tongue, which is kind of gross, but also a JoJo reference.
oh,
Yeah, to what appears to be actually, she points upward, like, and if one looked up, gross. Um,
the devil's tongue.
oh no. And it appears to be what appears to be like a golem or a construct shaped as a fox. Kind of looks like more like a raccoon. Just
see. If
kind
I
of,
may ask,
yes.
where did you get the visage for one of these? And I then look at the other statues to see if I recognize any species.
Let us see. There appears to be a Birdman made out of amber, like an amber golem, but shaped like a bird, but shaped like a humanoid, except for the head. That part's a bird, and it has engravings or sort of carvings that resemble feathered limbs. And there appears to be a generic stone golem in the distance, which is involved in a kerfuffle with Fradum and a a antagonistic ruby. And what else is
And
there?
then walk closer to them and start to see if I recognize if there's any sort of like scripture writing, or even whether the style seems similar to anything that I would know. I'm guessing history check.
I don't understand the question. I'm sorry.
Basically, he's looking at the statues and like trying to see whether like the carvings have any like
Oh,
words or scripture written on them.
okay. And the statue, which is walking so slowly, it could be which is more like a golem, which could be interpreted as a statue because it's moving so slowly, just says to Arle, "Oh, hello. What can I do for you?" And does not appear to have any. It does have some engravings, but they're not in a script. Actually, please roll me a. I guess that'd be a history check. Would it be history or arcana? Do you think for recognizing magic scripts or other languages?
I am not 100% sure, actually.
That's
I mean, you could just roll a d20 flat.
That's a good idea, thank you. But I'm gonna say you can also include intelligence, just for So yes, thank you, Jenna.
Yeah.
And Marcus, please roll me an intelligence check,
Okay.
and I'll set the DC at an 18 because this is gonna be very spoopy and possibly sacrilegious.
Oh,
Okay, it's not
Okay.
gonna be sacrilegious. It's considered
So
part of the
intelligence check. Let's roll.
Say 18.
And nope. I understand jack shit.
Dang, is just spooky.
I then call Fredo over and ask, hey, Fredo, do you understand any of this script? I didn't look at the golem and I didn't ask. May I ask who made you?
I want to get off of some vigilante stuff. So I do want to ask, do you want to like switch back and do you want to just do the Ruby stuff quickly or save it for after the Golem talk? Yeah.
I mean, like this, I'd probably just say Fredim doesn't hear it because he's too busy with his own stuff.
That works. We can always discuss it in downtime later. Which the red. And the Ruby. Oh, Ruby causing trouble and appears to be awesome. Ruby is making a big scene and screaming things about not doomsday, and just screaming like, "I don't know what's going on. What are these people? What is it? What am I supposed to do? What am I supposed to feel?" And it's got like it's hard to tell, but because I don't know how to draw with color, and it's got like a little cracks and crevices that kind of look like mouth and eyes are freaking out. And the golem saying,
Hello?
"What? Who are you?"
I'm
gonna stop
I'm Fredim. Who are you?
I don't know who I am. Also, hi, Fred. And it's just
Wait.
real. Yeah.
What do you mean you don't know who you are? You look like a ruby. You look like a precious thing.
One day I was just asleep, and the other day I'm in here. I don't know where I am. I just ended up in a portal with a portal in a big purple room with a spooky thing, and there's a yellow guy, and he's telling me to welcome, and I don't know what I'm doing here. And what are these thoughts and feelings in my head?
Well, first of all, it's probably a good idea to calm down so you can accurately goodly you can process the information that you are receiving right now. Secondly, I believe this is a dark world. And thirdly, the guy that was greeting you in the bottom was a resident of this place here that wanted to greet you and say hello, like I am right now.
I'm going to have Fradum roll not would that be persuasion for trying to calm the Ruby down and make sense?
I guess.
Okay, I'm going to set that DC as a 10 plus 2.
I rolled an 8.
Oh dear, that's very bad, and I'm afraid to let you know that these words kind of just bounce off. Whoopsie, just kind of bounce off the Ruby. Just go, no, 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 and it just gets even more agitated. And if it could have bags, it would. Like it's kind of creases its face in a way that suggests it has bags. Like it's really freaking out, like the horror face the horror remote. Yeah. and it's not going to be time. And the stone golem next to it says, "Don't worry, buddy. It's gonna be okay. We've all been there," in a very calm voice. But the ruby is not having it. It's just really starting to get agitated, just really shake and freak out, almost like it just needs to be either knocked out or calmed down. Which is, and this noise is so loud that even the dragon hears it and starts to make her way over. Kind of weird that she didn't do anything before. It's up to Ellie and Arlie if they want to get involved too, or if they just want to do their own thing. We'll get to.
I mean, I'm fine
I
just
Ar-
talking to the dragon lady.
Just
yes,
the
Arlie is talking to the dragon lady, so I think he would be a bit distracted.
That makes sense. So let's say that Kratom has one more chance to calm down the ruby before the dragon lady makes her way over. How does that sound?
So I roll persuasion again.
You could either roll persuasion, but I'm curious if you might have a spell, or if you might be able to give Lancer or even the map an idea of how to help.
I technically do have a spell, but I don't really know if I should use it.
Is it the calm spell? I forget.
No, it's the rules card spell.
Oh, this is really embarrassing. But can you please remind me how it works? And maybe why it might not be a good idea.
It's not a good idea because it's in a 20-foot cone,
Oh,
and because it's loud, and because it's a second level spell.
that is those are a lot of good reasons. Yeah, okay. So I guess not use that one. So I guess yeah, I guess either use persuasion or think of some other plan.
I'm.
Or you could
Guess
just
I'll roll persuasion again.
I'm sorry. This is like out of character. This ruby is supposed to be hard to calm down. This is the one that's really freaking out after.
Can I give it some copium?
Yeah, you can give it some copium. Follow the dragon over and give it some copium. Okay, yeah, you can do it.
Wait a second. Can I use the stroke of imagination to get advantage because I rolled a 10?
Sure can.
Hooray! Okay, that's a 25.
Oh yes, that ruby is starting to feel very good. Please describe to me how the stroke of imagination will help here, just for roleplay's sake.
It gives me an idea on how to
Okay.
approach the situation better.
Okay. Um, this might sound really grim or relatable, but just because someone doesn't know why they're born or why they exist doesn't mean they can't live a peaceful life and find meaning. It just takes time, and we're gonna be learning new things as we go through life and grow. We're growing things that might would have been alien.
Learning.
Yeah, we're learning things that would have been alien and just unfathomable. Alien, yeah, things that would have been alien. Hello, would have been alien even 5 years ago. But as we grow older, every day we just learn new things and have new ideas that can really change us as people and help us find a comfort, a place in the world. Sound really abstract. And the Ruby's like, oh, well, and his eyes kind of just close into slits, almost like he's getting sleepy. Like, oh, well, I guess, huh? This is gonna take me a lot to get used to, but I guess with the right support group, I can adapt to a new way of life, which is any life at all. And the Ruby notes that it really has no idea what's going on, but maybe it just needs to take some deep breaths, as only a Ruby, as a gemstone can, and learn from others. And it kind of calms down and feels better.
Hooray!
Good job. You just deactivated the primary antagonist for this chapter. I'm not joking. That Ruby was gonna be a big bad guy. Good job. Might come back though. No.
That was surprisingly easy.
There's no reason it's gonna stick. Maybe it'll get agitated and freak out again if it gets near the wrong people and gets bad influence.
Uh-oh.
And it has a cute, but at least for now, the Ruby has a cute face. Like, oh, that's okay then. Like, I want this to be an emote now.
And I give the Ruby a thumbs up and say, well, I mean, the nice individual behind you, and I point at the golem,
Oh.
he looks like he can probably help you in figuring stuff out.
That's right, buddy. When I was born, I had no idea what was going on, and I thought I was going to just destroy, and everything was pointless. But now I'm alright. Now I realize there's more to life than I can understand now, and I just have to keep an open mind. And its head pops open and shows like a little paper that seems to always
Eh,
be, which is not a good thing to show off to the world, but at least it seems to be writing words on itself, or words just keep reappearing on this paper and they start shifting around almost like spaghetti. I mean, like alphabet soup or some spooky organism. And then it closes its head.
Narf.
Oh, oh, Mighty Moon, she said, "Good afternoon, and how do you do?" You just witnessed Janlin's was weird. Gree helping a duck, but this time Fradum helping a gem. And now he's happy.
Also, the D&D Beyond isn't working again.
Oh, let me take a look. You're right. That is very strange. I do apologize. Maybe I have to revisit it every now and then to keep it updated.
Probably.
Okay. Good job. So,
Hooray.
and Dragon comes over, presumably with Fradum and not Fradum, with Arlie and Ellie, and just going, "Hey, hey, hey, what about this? And I have questions for you," kind of stuff.
Hmm.
And she starts just laughing like, "Haha, yes, and so, and we can have an exposition dump later."
Ah!
Goodness, I see you.
Ah.
And I see we have a new denizen to the Crystal Tower, trademark pending. And I also see that one of our newest guests visitors has helped in adapting them to a new life or any life at all.
Because I'm always happy to help.
Oh.
Even if people might be stranger danger.
Sus.
Hoi dat doei.
And as if on that note, does anyone have any questions for any of the NPCs before the next stupid big thing happens, or not?
Yes, I have a question for Arlie, which is not an NPC.
Ask away.
Arlie, I vaguely heard you yelling at me earlier.
Yes, I did call for you. I would like an explanation for these. I didn't point at the statue that vaguely resembled what I recognize as a Sakura Empire citizen of the harpy species, or not,
Well,
or of the avian subnomer,
I guess I
or
can.
sub race.
I guess I can try and see. Maybe I can explain it. I don't know what are
I
you
would
trying to make me
appreciate it.
explain?
I want to know. I want to know how these things were made, because I do not think that Sakura Empire citizen would come down here just to get turned into one
I
of
mean, I
these
can tell
rock
you how darkness
creatures.
are made. I can't tell you specifically why some darkness exists. At least that's what I picked up from Lancer's dad.
I would appreciate the explanation.
Well, according to Lancer's dad, the darkness are made by the night. Who the knight is, I don't know. If I could summon Lancer's dad, then maybe he could explain it, although I don't think he would want to. Yeah.
I see.
I'm sorry, I can't really help you with that much.
Is there any reason why they possibly resemble people from the real world?
Well, it could be possible that whatever their item is, that they relate to the individual. That they meant something to the individual. Maybe the individual threw the item in here. I don't know. Could be.
I know Arlayden just goes into deep thought.
In the meantime, I'm gonna show where my gems.
Show you where your gems?
Yes, to the dragon lady.
Oh, okay. The dragon lady's like, ooh, just looks at that big sack of gems with a big dragon pog face. What I have that?
I'm gonna ask her if she wants one.
My goodness, I would love a gift like this. Thank you, Alien. Yeah, introduced yourself. Alien introduced yourself before, right?
Yes, I'll introduce myself again.
Yeah. Thank you, Alien, again. I'm sure this will be put to good use. And it's up to you which gem. She doesn't have a preference. She says all gems have their value. All gems have their place, which sounds terrible.
A blue sapphire.
I would like a suspicious question. I would like Alien to roll a wisdom saving throw. This is very suspicious, but I'm sure it'll be fine.
10.
I regret to inform you that that is a failure. And there's a feeling in Alien's head, like, you know the feeling when you're deep in thought?
I
Like, you just kind
guess.
of, let us say, Alien kind of has a feeling like their thoughts, indiscriminate thoughts floating through her head, and she's kind of trying to piece something together, but it's not her doing. And the dragon gives Elian a little knowing stare, almost like, smug. And then a very warm smile, like, I can sense how much sapphires mean to you of all gems, so thank you for the sacrifice. You truly are a noble spirit, Elian.
Well, thank you.
Small note, there's some feeling of not malice, but a lack of boundary or respect suddenly with Big Dragon Lady.
I have a question.
Yes?
May I also interact with the lady again?
I guess Amber Golem and Arley are just gonna hang out on the side. Yeah. Okay. So interact with lady, interact with dragon.
Um, because you two were speaking about gems, it reminded me of something because I have a specific thing that I couldn't really ever explain or what it is, and I was wondering if you could maybe take a look at it.
I will try. What do you have for me?
A shadow crystal.
Wow! The dragon just drops her smile and happy face and just gives a oh. I'm gonna draw this another layer. And just if I could draw, how do I draw a scared dragon? How do I draw a scared dragon?
A dragon with sweats.
Oh yeah. I'm going the wrong way with this, but that's okay. And just goes, ah! Oh, that's too big. The scream is too big. The mouth is too big. Just screams something that sounds half between a roar and a wail that makes the whole area shake terribly. It almost sounds like if someone were going to die, this would be the place. This would be the time. But they're not going to die, guys. This is a dark. Nothing dies here, not for real. And also, she's just like, almost sounds like a dying
Uh,
man. And she goes really wall-eyed and derp, and her horns, they kind of morph to spell the word help, which is hopefully just like an illusion and not really like squish horn, but it's hard to tell.
Miss, are you okay? Do you want me to pull this away?
Yes, get it out of here.
Okay, I put it back in my
okay.
inventory.
Okay, she comes down, but there's something very concerning about this. She gives Fradham. Yeah, she gives him the big sweats. You can sort of see. I never knew if a dragon could sweat, but look, there she goes, just kind of dripping buckets. Not dripping, just big blue drops. They look almost like sapphires. I'm not saying she sweats sapphires, but dagnam, that's some shiny sweat. Very blue.
May I interest you in some copium?
Yes, please. She makes like little gib hands, just kind of wall flaps her. Yeah, she just whoops. There's no object to transform. Yeah, she just kind of flaps her hand like gib, please, help. She is not having a good time despite her, happy face here.
I feel like asking why you had that reaction would be overstaying my boundaries.
I would say we should meet in private. We should meet in private to discuss that because while I love to meet the people, this is not the kind of news to what's the word? bring to public attention. She still wants to try and maintain calm. And already, a lot of denizens are looking over like, oh, geez, what just happened over there? Why is she freaking out? Like that doesn't happen all the time. Are those people? Are they bad guys? Are they? Even the fox statue that was sleeping, or fox golem that was sleeping on another layer, just kind of wakes up like, oh, and goes, I smell bad times ahead.
Yep.
Yes, it smells yabe.
Well, if you want to, we can have a private conversation. I don't have a problem with it.
Yes, please. And the queen beckons for the party to come over to what appears to be. I'm gonna hate this. I want y'all to pick a number from 1 to 7.
Hi.
Okay, good enough. You're going in the Amogus house. and
Sus.
and the queen kind of motions toward what appears to be a brick wall, sort of. I promise the wall is not alive. I promise the wall is not that wall. That wall does not have eyes. And behind
Mimic.
it, what? Mimic.
Mimic.
I mean, that's just spoiler for later. And behind it appears to be what a giant red statue with a window. I'm gonna color it in just for this. And one of its legs has a little hole. And hole. And she beckons for the party. Come over this way. Come quick. Before I freak out even more. And she also reaches for more, sort of grabs her hand at Elian as if to reach for more copium. Please. Now she looks like a dinosaur.
Okay, I give you some more.
Thank you, you're very gracious. Ah! She's like really shrieking almost, and her kind of just not the rings are just shaking. She just and the party just go. Just go. Just get out of there. Whoop! And it's okay. Now we're inside it. Now we're inside what appears to be a hotel, an actual hotel, or at least a lobby room with a cards table. Surprise! It's tabletop simulator time. Oh, there's actually a card game that was left out, and there appears to be dogs just hanging out, including a fan favorite that no one really knows about. There appears to be a bulldog, a poodle. I don't know how to draw a poodle. I'm sorry. And
Derpy poodle.
Yeah, derpy poodle. Thank you. And a basset hound. And I'm sorry if these names are not well known. I'm trying to think. I could describe the dogs, and hopefully there's another name for them in your older native language.
I mean, poodle works.
Okay. And there's a poodle and a Wiener Schnitzel. Like the hot dog dogs.
Wiener dog, yeah.
Okay, good. Wiener dog. That's what it's called. And my favorite, what appears to be a dog in a hood. A blue hood. Where's the thing now? Displaying. Kind of dealing the cards, saying, "Hey, sup, kiddos? All right, we're gonna play. The name of this game is Arf Maha Hold'em. It's kind of like Texas Hold'em, but instead it's just a variant card game, which I'm actually enjoying very much. So I'm biased." And it says, "Oh, my queen, I did not see you coming in here. What can I do for you?" Out! We have important business. Oh, okay, sorry, fellas, we gotta go. And the dogs kind of just, before they can even finish being drawn, they just yeet their whole table and themselves out. Whoop! Bark. Okay, and another table sprouts up from the ground.
Replaceable table.
With another deck of cards, in case the party wants to get into gambling. I mean card games later.
Yes.
And the queen notes that crystal has cursed magic. It's the very reason that things are happening as much as things are happening. Bad things, very wondrous, impressive things, but also things I feel great. Clip Studio froze.
Uh-oh.
There we go. Clip Studio is working again. Things I feel.
Yay.
Things that are very dangerous. Great potential, but very dangerous.
I mean, nothing has happened to us three and Lancer and the map so far, so I don't think you need to be that worried about it. Also, you look like a minotaur.
You do. I was afraid of that during the entire time I was trying to figure out how to draw horns. What was I going to say? Does anyone else want to say anything?
I'm just curious to see where this goes.
Yes.
That's fair.
I'm more curious what makes that crystal so dangerous.
You may have noticed. Tell me, what do you three know about interdimensional travel?
I'll be honest, I owe absolute jack shit because this is my first experience and this guy dragged me through it. I
Same.
pointed at Fredham.
Absolutely same.
I would like to do a history check
Yeah, do a history check.
because trick save and stuff.
That's a good idea.
That's a 5.
Maybe Fradham knows something about this, but he's drawing a blank for now. Try again another time. Not now.
I'm having a brain fart. No.
Then let me tell you. Interdimensional travel was once a very common thing. I was like, well, I hope y'all are ready for another lore dump because here we go.
Let's go.
Long ago, in a time before history was recorded, interdimensional traveling between the realms was commonplace. In fact, they even occupied the same space. It was very common to go between worlds, almost like you just go between towns. However, it had a dangerous effect when too many portals and too much travel was happening at once in the world. It caused things to overlap more than they should have, and it caused shaky, destabilizing in things. Now, each world has its own powers and its own native origins. However, what Fradham here might call the Dark World was once a series of pocket dimensions that wouldn't really affect anything, but they were still dangerous. It was dangerous to have too many open at once, and they were very simple. However, one of my associates, the Raven Queen, was supposed to visit today, but it appears that she's been horribly delayed, and she kind of has like a little thought bubble of I don't know, like a big goth girl. I mean, I think that's what the Raven Queen kind of is, which is not something you want to hear the DM say, like, life bad, but also death is pretty rad. We're supposed to visit, but she's been delayed. And the strange thing is, what you might call the... Well, what do you know about fairies? I should just ask way too many questions since I was just dumping.
Fairies?
Fairies.
Look, I don't know much about interdimensional travel, but back on my world, we just call these occurrences supernatural.
Then you might be surprised.
Paranormal.
Abnormal. Then you might be surprised to learn. This is the lore episode. You might be surprised to learn there's something called a spirit realm in some languages.
Like dreams?
Then Arley froze up when he heard that.
Yeah. And she gives Arley a sort of knowing glance. Or sorry, not a sympathetic glance. It seems our friend might know something about this. Can you tell us anything?
Looks at Arley.
Yeah, everyone look at Arley.
I didn't look at the dragon lady, and I just go, that is some very dangerous knowledge that you hold right there, lady.
Verily, then you might understand why, even if some cultures had the technology and the ability to travel between the realms of the mortals, realms, or what may be called the material planes, and those of the spirit realm, or dare I even say, the Feywild. Ooh.
Mm-hmm.
Now, there's a portion. This might be different in your region, but around here, she points to a map that she kind of has on the wall conveniently. Wow, no, she just conjures it. She makes an illusion of it. She's very strong, powerful, and it kind of has like a very, very rough likeness of the world map that the party saw long ago.
Then the map darkener adds itself on top of it to complete the map.
Very good idea. Thank you. And the mapner just says, what kind of voice did I do for it again? I don't know.
I don't remember.
I can help. And the map just kind of slaps itself on the wall. And it does not help at all. But the dragon has a hard time, stifling as a... and she gives like a little tee-hee. It's very funny. Helps lighten the mood, so good job. Anyway. Oh, little derpy face. That's very cute. I want to play that dance. Anyway. Some places they're more fond of traveling between realms. However, they found that it is destabilizing effects. And the Raven Queen, also known as undecipherable name here that I totally... Actually, does the Raven Queen have a name? No, I don't think so. I think that's part of her whole mysterious origin. It's not Lumerus. Totally not.
Okay. Okay.
Takes control of the dark version of the fairy realm, or Feywild, or what some call the Shadowfell, or Well, I don't know if our foxy friend here might have a different name for that specific part of the spirit realm. I'm sure it differs depending on how the science is, the knowledge of it
If
is
you're
approached.
if you're asking whether I'm able to travel between these realms, then and unfortunately I regret to inform you that I am most definitely am not capable of such a feat.
Perhaps this is for the better then. What?
What I am capable of is, well, I sometimes am able to communicate with these spirits that you of the with the citizens of the spirit realm, and sometimes under the right circumstances, I can they are able to gain a new material body.
Dragon, she gives Arlo, and then something fell from the sky. What was it? It was, ooh, is that a free sandwich?
Nom
Kind
nom 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 nom.
of.
Sandwich make me strong.
And then Fratum got an advantage on his next attack. I mean, a 1+1 to strength. I mean,
Mm.
and the dragon goes, ooh, I don't remember ordering a sandwich, but it's very nice to have a free snack. Kind of
I
just.
sure hope that it's Subway.
Subway, eat fresh.
I personally prefer Subbub Efreef.
I personally prefer homemade sandwiches.
But there's something suspicious about this sandwich, almost menacing.
It's just
And
laying there menacingly.
Surprise, the sandwich is an enemy stand. No,
I would like to cast Arcana. Do an Arcana check.
sucking on the sandwich. That's a good word.
19.
That sandwich is absolutely menacing and has a infernal aura. Ooh. It's also.
Wow.
I'm gonna have her.
This sandwich is mean.
And the sandwich. Let's say the sandwich. You know, those like those have they have the little olives on toothpicks.
Yeah.
Let us say that somehow the olives and the pimentos they shift into angry eyes, like that's right, I'm the bad guy. I'm here to make trouble. Yeah. And then the queen just kind of slaps it, and just the sandwich explodes everywhere.
Whoa.
Wow, that was
Why?
sorry.
Why do you have to do that?
Because there was an evil aura about this sandwich. Also, I fear it may have been poisonous, or at least toxic, and the remnants of the sandwich was just like a top bun, and that's it. Just says, "You're so bad at video games." See, toxic.
It's Jerry.
Oh no!
+1 to why you do this.
That's a very good idea. Thank you for reminding me. So I'll have to make a note of that for afterward. +1 to because I foolishly did I? No, I didn't. I did. I did. I can. I did keep it separate from the overlay itself. So where is it? I'm very sorry for that. Wait. So I'll say while I try and find the thing that she notes. The Dark World used to be, like pocket dimensions and spirit realm, traveling between places, but it wasn't always like that. And something has been causing some realms to kind of expand slash merge together even without traveling between realms. And she also notes that Arlie's ability to communicate with spirits and the dead is, it taps into their power, but it shouldn't be anywhere near a level that could actually cause trouble. Um, but actually going back and forth is not a good idea, if that makes
Mhm.
sense.
Once again, a situation where I would like to summon Lancer's dad, but I still can't do that.
I'm sure the opportunity will appear. Another why you do this. Oh, and I forgot to add extra gems for Eileen, so I'm gonna have to add that. What was it like? 25 now.
Hmm.
The extra gems from before. I'm just gonna go like about 25 gems for Eileen. That was good.
I'm
And
currently at about 10 gems, I think.
I think
just
Alien actually lost one because they gave it to the queen.
That's
Yeah,
right.
so I gave it a new friend.
But I thought that Eileen also picked up some of the gems from the quote unquote burial ground at the beginning.
Decided not to.
Oh, okay. Thank you for correcting that. Okay. Whoop, what a friend. There we go.
Also, Nudge, I'm slightly surprised that I didn't have to roll a wisdom save throughout this.
Oh no, surprise! You just had to roll perception and arcana.
Mm.
And in short, the queen's sense knows that shadow crystals, which were once a dangerous and mysterious part of the old dark world, are linked to some extent to realms kind of meshing together and bleeding and messing up, and you might even say mutating.
Ugh.
Now, they do have great potential to fix things as well, I'm sure, but I've not seen it myself. And honestly, I would be afraid, and most people, let's just say I would be afraid to have such an artifact in out in the open. That kind of thing belongs in a laboratory, or even better, a museum deep underground, far away from anything where it can make things even messier.
But isn't it technically helpful if someone is keeping an eye on it, like me?
And I would like Fratum to roll with persuasion with advantage.
Hooray, okay. Yeah, that's a natural 20.
Oh yeah, he's gonna be fine. And you're absolutely right. She doesn't even is just like, ooh, it's just my thoughts. Having the right people watching this and working with it, studying it, but under very careful conditions would be good. But not for everyone. She kind of gives like a kind of face.
I mean, even if I were to abuse it, I'm pretty sure my friends. Why am I talking like this? My friends would be able to, you know, uh, dispute my decisions.
I think you're talking like that because I'm a bad influence, but also yes, I'm sure that they could, get it's like, nah. So I don't know. Do Alien and Arley want to say anything about this whole mess, like just based on what they've heard so far?
I just look looking more and more confused at the revelations that have been happening today.
That's very fair. I'm very confused myself at all this.
Kind of same. I was just trying to make a new friend, and then things happen.
I hate when I try to make new friends, and now we gotta deal with endgame stuff. No,
Why does she suddenly have 3 arms?
she's moving them really fast, like just really panicking. And also, she's gonna order a sandwich that is not cursed this time. And this time, I want to see you make it in front of me.
Oh, okay.
No, not
Makes
you
a
specifically.
sandwich.
Oh, that's very sweet. Now, Fratum has extra politics points now.
Yay!
Actually, do you want to hear a ridiculous American politics trivia? Or politics trivia.
Uh-oh, politics.
Yeah. It's not actually the politics itself. It's more like something about politicians
Oh,
and local stuff.
sure.
There's something called Senator Soup is a nickname for white bean soup at a specific diner that's very close to the White House in Washington D.C. And almost it's I guess you could say it's famous that everyone likes it, so they just call it Senator Soup.
Hmm.
So
I
surprise,
guess you're
she's
making Senator sandwich.
yeah Senator sandwich. Uh, what's the word? So yes, and she knows the shadow crystal is dangerous to keep around just willy nilly, but it does have great potential, and she feels like they might be linked to whatever is going on with the realms just being what? Definitely not what Freda might be familiar with, for example. And by that I mean what Janlin would say is actual Dark World stuff. So there's the
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
I'm sure I am very responsible. I can totally take care of this without difficulty.
He totally believes Fradum.
Amazing. Well, that problem is solved.
Yay! But there's still something very suspicious about Sandwich.
Wait, which sandwich? The one I made or the one that you know?
The one that, she know. Yeah. And this could be a bit of a plot hole. Not plot hole. Force? Well, let me ask you this. Let's see. Oh my goodness, we've been going for 2 hours. I didn't even stretch.
Already?
Yeah.
Whoa.
We went from like 9 to 11 on my side. That's impressive. We got really
Surprise, we do a 3-hour session.
Wow. That was a good laugh. Actually, do I have my planner here? I do not. But I do know I need to take care of some errands today. But it's surprisingly quiet here. It's nice to have a nice, early fall day where there's just not a lot of screaming and stuff happening, except for in the camp, even in the game. So let me ask y'all this: do you wanna? We could either shoehorn in a big fat quest. We could just have the party actually explore and derp around the town, or we could take a, call it a day and come back in a week or two. What do y'all want to do?
I would like to opt for the second option.
That sounds good. Okay. What would Elian like to do? Or I should say, what would Corcio either? Sorry. I see Corcio's thing lighting up, but I don't see him. I don't hear him talking.
Yes, I was just breathing, and my microphone is very sensitive.
Listen to Elian.
I'm down. I'm down to call it a day for now. Certainly, a lot of things to comprehend and realize.
I do thank you for being good sports. This is a lot more lore than I expected.
It's not enough lore.
I mean, we can probably talk about more lore out of session while I'm driving around.
Yeah.
And what would Marcus like to do?
I'm fine with anything, really.
Okay.
I guess we need to roll a D4.
Yes, let's go big. Actually, on the other hand, though, if Corcio kind of wants to call it a day, I feel like I mean, I kind of feel like that too, just because. What am I looking at my notes? Yeah, I feel like we should call it a day, and if we want, we can chat outside of the recording and just figure out where from there it is, and we can have a one-on-one of Fraudum derping around.
Oh yeah, that
Yes,
sounds like a good
indeed.
idea. Hey Beck, when do you have time? Haha.